You could play it out, but all of it's in your head. Holding on above two heads.
Oh, it says I'm live. I figured it out. All right, new moon celebration coming up.
Always looking for something more. Don't be a fool. Don't be a fool. Oh no, no, no. You just gotta let that old story go. You just gotta let that good river flow. It's a storm. Gotta let it die. You gotta let it go its own way. Would you be if you let it stay? Oh, no, no, no. You gotta let that old story go. You gotta let that good flow. It's a start. Oh, no, no, no. You just gotta let that old story go. You just gotta let that good river flow to your heart. It's a start. You just gotta let that old story go. Oh, no, no, no. You just gotta let that old story go. Oh, no, no, no. You just gotta let that old story go. You just gotta let that old story go.
Oh, it's 5:55. A little bit.
Over and over again, I'm being called into your love. I'm being called into your love. Where does it stop and begin? How does it make us become one? I'm being called into your love. I'm never gonna break your heart. I'm never gonna break your heart. I'm never gonna break your heart. Deeper, deeper I fall. I'm being called into your love. I'm being called into your love. Oh, until the light is on. How does it make us make our one? I'm being called into your love. I'm never gonna break your heart. 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 All right. Oh. Yeah. All right, getting ready to start. I'm never gonna break your heart. 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 All right, I guess this is a good time to stop. The song just stopped, so I feel like we'll put that on pause for now. All right, so we pretty much have 30 seconds until it's 6 o'clock in California and 9 o'clock on the East Coast, or I should say 6 o'clock on the West Coast and 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock on the East Coast. So for whoever decides to join for this little new moon ceremony, I welcome you. Welcome to the new moon in Pisces that is upon us right now, I should say. And I'm not an astrologer. Let's just say that hands down. So I'm not going to be giving astrological advice. I'm just sharing with you a little bit of a new moon ceremony that I've been doing recently to really connect with my guides in spirit, my team in spirit, with my ancestors, and with the amazing energy of the new moons. The new moon has always been a very powerful time of the month for me personally. I'm very sensitive around new moons, and this one I think in particular because my moon actually, if you guys know anything about astrology, my moon is actually in Pisces. So anytime if you are a Pisces, your moon is in Pisces, or you have a Pisces rising, the effects of the moon, you will feel a lot stronger. And that has totally, oh, hello everybody who's commenting. I have this software so I can't see your name, but thank you for saying I look gorgeous. Thank you for that. So it's a really powerful time of the month for me in the lunar cycle.
And I always really feel it strongly. I feel it strongly, like in my body. And this moon in particular, I feel very strongly. So I just want to connect with that energy and just share with you all like the process that I do when I go into a new moon ceremony, because a lot of people out there really celebrate the full moon. The full moon is a great time to release, to let go of whatever you need to in order to create space, right? And the new moons are all about like setting that intention, moving along in a forward direction and taking the next steps. So we're going to do that today in just a short ceremony. Or ceremony is kind of like official. Like I would rather call it like a ritual of sorts. I think ritual's it lands better to me. So I'll just call it a ritual for today. So first things first, I want to take a moment and we can just close our eyes. And just take a big breath in through your nose. Fill up your lungs all the way to the top. And then exhale out of the mouth. Getting a nice sigh in there. You're going to do 2 more of these on your own. And 1 more breath in. And with our intention now, we're going to call in all of our helper guides and angels in the spirit realm, our teachers, ascended masters, guides and angels, ancestors, protectors, friends of the stone and crystal world, and just call in all of our friends, all of our allies into our ceremony tonight. So you can like silently send them a signal, bringing them in and creating this container for us to do a little bit of healing work today. All right, that feels good. Okay, all right, good. So now we set our container. So I want to share with you guys a little bit. I'm going to turn this light down a little bit. It's a little bright. Yeah, it's a little bit better. So now I want to share with you some of the things that I bring to my new moon ceremonies. It's all about the 5 senses, right? Like, there's so many more senses that we have, and I talk about this a lot, but what we're going to use for the ceremony today is our 5 senses. So first things first, we're going to use a little bit of sound. So I have a crystal singing bowl here. So just play. The sound might not sound that great, but just give it a little bit of sound. This is a bowl that's tuned to the heart chakra, so right in the center of our chest to our heart. So it's nice chest opener. All right, so we're just bringing in some sound. So it's all about the 5 senses. And so here I have a little mix in this little bowl here. There's some mugwort right here. Then I have some white sage. There's some what is this? Cypress? Yes, cypress. Sorry, I had a brain fart there for a second. And I have some sandalwood. And I know that a lot of you probably know this is like a Turkish coffee maker, but I'm not that big with Turkish coffee, so we have been using this for to do saging and smudgings and such for a long time. So I'm just going to dump everything in there. And then I'm going to light it. So bringing in, so if you guys have any of these things in your home, you have sage, you have Palo Santo, you have some sort of like sacred wood or sacred herb that you can burn to create a cleansing smoke. And so we do this in this process. We do this Oh, someone said no white lighters. Ha ha ha. Well, good. Mine's not white. It's actually like this pretty blue. So this is my little smudging container that I use. And so like I did this the other day on a short live, but literally like I smudge myself. I smudge under my armpits, come up to the sides. Like this is pretty smoky, but I literally go around my body, around my head, just really cleansing my space, cleansing myself. Okay, so we'll put that guy up there so I'm not breathing in a ton of smoke the whole time. And then I always like to make an offering. So first things first, let's pull a card. I have these awesome cards. One of my best friends gave me. It's this goddess card deck. So I'm just going to pull a card that will help to give a little clarity to this new moon itself. In the astrological sign of the Pisces, and there's a lot of energy around the subconscious, around imagination, and so just going to shuffle these a couple times. And so we'll see what card we pull. So this card is like just a little bit of clarity. It's nothing like major, but it's just a little bit of clarity. So I like to hold them on my heart and take a moment and let my heart energy kind of like sync up with the cards. And there's no rhyme or reason to this. It's just a feeling. And then when I feel like, okay, like that feels about right, then this is my process. I literally just go through and I find my card. I go one by one and I find a card. And for me, finding a card means a card will feel different. It'll feel like, for me, like this is my card. It's heavy. There's like a density to it. Oh, how appropriate is this card? I think it's Ostra, New Beginnings. So let's see what she says. So she's number 13. So we'll get her message. All right. It says, well, there's a long message. I'll read the whole thing. It's not that long. Hope and new life are blossoming everywhere in your life right now, and this is something to celebrate. The Germanic goddess Ostra sings to you and assures you that your intentions have been laying dormant long enough. I mean, coronavirus, come on, right? When she appears, bringing the fertile power behind the coming of spring, you may feel a surge of energy to implement your new ideas. You feel strong and capable of accomplishing so much at this time as a sense of newness permeates your life. Fresh opportunities come out of nowhere and seemingly drop in your lap. You feel a readiness as you are truly poised for success in whatever interests you. Allow new experiences to be what they are by adopting beginner's mind, and you will remain open to what life has to offer you, and you will be so glad you did. Enjoy this wonderful time of new beginnings and welcome the gifts of the goddess Ostra has in store just for you. So this is our message from her. So she says, this is about her. This is her message. Look to the potential hidden in promising connections and opportunities. The difficulty arises when you think you already know how something will go. You might do something prematurely or miss an amazing experience that's right in front of you because you're looking in another direction. The real lesson is not in whether something works out, but in how you manage your curiosity so you can experience something new. Life is for learning, and right now your alignment task is to be with what is, which is perfect as it is. Look at the lessons in your life and how they are repeating. You will find that when you come to understand them, you'll know why your current situation happened. Everything has a purpose for new life. Even disappointments can turn into miracles. Trust that the goddess of dawn, Ostra, will bring light and hope into your heart for good cause. Even if it's different from what you expect, It's always beautiful. This is a great message. It's a great message for me personally. And I think this message will resonate with a lot of other people too that stumble upon this live now or later. So I think that's great. New beginnings. And we're going into a new moon. It couldn't be more appropriate. Here she is again, Ostra. One more time for you guys to see her. All right. All right, so we talked about sound, bringing sound, and we talked about smell and smoke and the cleansing. And this thing it's still going, so just give it a little stir, and it's still kind of got a little bit of smoke in there. And now I always like to offer a little bowl of something. So today the offering, I did it in threes. So I have 3 lemons, and I have some apricot squares, and I also have some chocolate, all for the taste. So I like to sit here. I won't do it now so you guys don't have to watch me eat, but in the completion of my new moon ceremony, I always sit and have this snack and share it with my guides and with my team in spirit. So I made a tea. Oh, you know what? Let me just take this out of here. It's going to be a nice strong batch of, this is a really good old tea. It's an old pu'er tea. Old growth pu'er, which is like amazing. It is like, it's divine. It's straight from heaven. So I do a little tea, pour a little tea for myself. Well, this is for my team in spirit. And then this is for me. And so I love to have a little tea with them, and I'll nibble on my little chocolate. Obviously, I'm not going to eat the lemons, but the lemons are for them. And nibble on a little bit of this and share in this time, in this moment with them. And then what I do after I nibble, I pulled a card, I played some sound, I lit a candle, we had our smoke, and then what I'll do is I will sit, and I have this beautiful journal here, and I'll sit and just quietly for just a few moments and really think about what it is that I want to bring into this new moon for me. And if I think about it right now, I was so concerned about doing the ceremony, I didn't even think about what I wanted to bring. Who is them? Someone asked, who is them? Them, meaning my team and our team in spirit. So the way that I believe is that we don't come down here to the planet Earth completely alone. We come down with a team in spirit. And so when we have a team in spirit, they are the ones that are kind of conducting certain aspects of our lives, helping us, right? Like I think there's certain guides, certain angels, certain ascended masters that we all have that keep us safe. There's certain like master teachers that we have that teach us important life lessons about bravery, fairness, compassion. You know, there's the master teachers that work with us and in our lives to present us with these opportunities to grow and elevate our consciousness. So when I talk about them, I mean our team in spirit. So that's what the ceremony is for. It's for yourself, obviously, because it helps us to bring in what we need, but it's also for a way for you to connect with your spirit team. So when I say them or they, that is who I'm referring to. So I hope that makes sense. And if you have another question, please just feel free, and you can just plop it in the chat too. I hope that answers your question. And so yeah, so I'll literally sit and have tea, and you know, I have all my crystal friends over here on my table too. I have a little amethyst, and I have a really pretty piece of citrine right here, and I have a little emerald. I have like a really nice chunk of emerald. And so I just bring my crystal friends, because the crystals and the stones, this is fluorite, green fluorite, and this is galena with quartz too. This is a really pretty piece. It's pretty much like lead. It's super heavy. But you know, I use the crystals because the crystals they're so able to connect to us in our physical bodies, us on a soul level, and they connect with the our team in spirit. So I always like to have a group of them around, right? And so all the different stones have different aspects. Like the amethyst is like super great for connecting with the spirit, you know. Emerald, all about compassion and about love. And Galena is another one that's about, I believe it's about love a lot, and grief and compassion. And yeah, just have like all my stone friends around, and I'm just creating like a nice space for us to join together. And I really feel as though Spirit appreciates this. They appreciate us reaching to them, and us reaching to them, because they try to reach us all the time. And it's just a matter of, you know, us tuning in and really hearing that, and really hearing what they are trying to communicate to us, you know. So then after I have my tea, so again, this is a tea for them, a tea for me, and I sit here with my tea, and I sip my tea, and I enjoy having this moment with them. And then I just sit quietly and I do a little brief meditation. And then I write, and I write in my journal. And before I want to backtrack a little bit, because I wanted to talk about what my intention was for this new moon. And I think it's something close to what the card was about, you know, is about like releasing expectations on how I feel personally that anything is supposed to go. Just really like releasing the expectation and just being in a place of being open and receiving whatever's coming to me, right? So trying to get out of my own way and really trying to create this openness for whatever that is coming to me to actually come. So that's kind of what my intention will be for this new moon. And I don't know if any of you were able to download, I put a PDF in the Virtual Soul Journey Facebook group, but there's a PDF there to help to kind of get your head and mind around what you want to bring in to this new moon for each month. And so first it's about reviewing the month and being like, well, what happened this month? Like, what do I need to work on? Or what do I need? What happened? What did I let go of? Things that are still kind of bothering me. And then it's all about like, what do you want to create? Right? And then what you want to bring into your ceremony, like what objects you want to bring. I didn't bring them today, but you can bring whatever you want, right? There's no rules on this, but like a picture of a loved one maybe that has passed that, you know, you're really missing. Or you can even put like a picture of, like, some people will put a picture of Jesus, you know, or a picture of Yogananda, or another like high level spiritual teacher, that you can bring that into your ceremony as well. Or like for me, I like to open myself up, and I sit and I do a short meditation, and then I write, you know. So I do a lot of automatic writing. That's just something that I got into not too long ago, but that's how I actually connect with spirit, is through writing. And so I'll write, and I literally will be able to get information from spirit through writing. So I sit and I write, and that's always wild, because you never kind of know what's going to happen. And then I read it back, and it's really fascinating. So yeah, after I do my meditation, because I won't make you all sit here and watch me meditate, but after I do it, I will gladly post my message that I received from Spirit after my new moon ceremony tonight. So if you guys have any other questions, let me see if there's any other questions that came through. I think that was it. I was answering them as we went. So again, I forgot to mention, yeah, I'm doing a 5-day soul reset. That's actually starting on Monday, where I talk a lot more in depth about how to create a ritual on day 4. And I get more into the discussion on the spirit part. That's also on day 4, but pretty much we're meeting Monday through Friday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we meet for an hour, and every day we work on a certain aspect to help us to release like fear and overwhelm. And so the first day is all about grounding. The second day is, utilizing crystals, and then utilizing things like the sound, using sound for day 2. Day 3 is all about journaling. There's a wonderful technique I created called soul journaling, and it's a really great way to tap into your unconscious mind to pull out the answers to your problems, or like already in you. So that's really fun. That's day 4. Day 3, and then day 4 is all about rituals, creating rituals. And then day 5, we kind of all come together and we have a tribal soul synergy session. So the cost for that is $33. It's just, you have to have some sort of an energy exchange. So just $33, and we meet for an hour a day. And you're invited we meet via Zoom, and we have a private Facebook group where you have access to all the materials. So in case you cannot attend every day from 1 to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, it's okay, because they're all recorded and they will all be able to access them at any time that you need. So I hope that resonates with you. I'm going to just put this little link up there. And I hope that you join me for the next 5-day soul reset. And also keep checking out the Virtual Soul Journey Facebook group, because there's a lot of other things that I'm offering as well. We just are starting this next 5-day soul reset this week, so it would be great if you joined. The more the merrier. And it's really fun to do with friends too, really, truly. The last one was really, really fun. And I just am looking forward to doing it again this week. So I hope that you all are having a wonderful evening. And tonight we turn our clocks back, which is great, because then we get an extra hour of sunlight, but we lose an hour of sleep. All right, well, sending you all so much love, and I hope that this helps you to create your own new moon rituals, and that you keep it up month after month, and connect with your guides, connect with yourself in a deep way, and see how things shift for you. Blessings to you all. Wishing you a happy Saturday.